Greetings, friends. My name is this is Gamerdude19, and I bring to you a review day for for today, Friday. Today's review is my Gokai helmet that I created from the Kaizo Sentai Gokaiger. Now, about a week ago now, what had happened was that it was RealmsCon, a convention for anime and gaming. That's what's on its title. And then so this was my second year going, and so I decided I wanted to cosplay. And so after thinking, it was just 1 month ago that I said, you know what, Gokai Red from the Gokaiger. Now this is the first time I ever made a mask or a helmet like this. The very first time. I made one long time ago, but it was just regular cardboard and paper and just markers. That's it. This one, it was just like a big thing for me. Now you notice I added hinges to it on both sides because I wanted to give it the old school show. The way they put on the helmets and take it off back in the Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin, in which I believe around that time it was also called the Dinosaur Squad ZU Ranger. Now then, this helmet, it's made out of cardboard boxes, glue, paper mache, celluplay or celluclay, and then later paint, and then just paper for the insignia, and then the hinges. Now, let me show you the inside. This is the inside of it, of course. When I open it like this, you just see all this, the boxes are at. The boxes I used were just regular cereal boxes and old model kit boxes that I still had on me. And then after I put it together, measured out my head, and then it started taking shape. It was not until around the paper mache part is when I started having doubts. And the problem with that one was the fact that there was just too much water I've added, and then just not enough glue, so it was just barely sticking on. Later on, I tried adding the paper mache pulp. That one was starting to become a disaster. I mean, it just looked too messy and too much time consuming, especially when the pulp was turned into small pieces. I think I was doing something wrong there. But I still kept on going, got this part covered up as well as its left or right side, and then I just said, you know what, there's gotta be a better way. So I checked online, and there was another tutorial. The one thing I should have done was linseed oil, and because basically that's part of it, it was just a complete mess. It just looked more like sloppy-ish kind of substance. And then there was finally I bought a celluclay or celluplay, something around there. I need to find the box to it. But basically what it is like dried up recycled newspaper and paper, and when you add water to it, it'll turn into like a clayish mode, and you just add it upon the objects, or you create your own. So I added upon the Gokai Red helmet, and then it was until then I started sanding it as much as I can. And then you see closely if I did to it. You see these were the sand marks, and it was because I used the Dremel tool that's used for sanding or sculpting. And then not only that, what was happening later on would be like, it would just, this bottom part would like kind of deformed, and then this part would just go all crooked and everything. And then more doubts came, but I told myself that, you know what, You still got this. There's still don't give up. Period. Just don't give up. Even when you're that far and you're so close. Excuse me. And so oh, and especially like back here. See how it's all deformed, a bit like it caved in. That one, it was just like, how am I supposed to fix this? Even after adding this. So now you're wondering, okay, an object like this for a head like me, does it fit? Especially on my glasses. When this one was like, this part was just absolutely last minute. Like I told the last episode, I had no contacts anymore. Would this fit me or not? If it doesn't, then I'll just carry it around with me. And sure enough, I did. And then turns out I entered a cosplay contest, and then it fit me. It was a little snug, especially like right here. I felt like somewhat small poses. But let me show you how it looks. Let me see. Let's see if I could just. Trying to like do it on my head. There we go. As you can see, it's like, it just looks fine, exception of my hairs. And then, when you look at it in the front, it's all good. And, for the mouth, it's very good. Of course, a little bit of squeeze would have been better. And you can hardly see my face at all. Okay, I don't know if you heard me there, but, you can see I was a little bit struggling for a bit, only because my ears were a little bit getting squeezed up. I should probably build me like this, an area where it could have been better. And, my hair is all poofy. I cut it earlier, before days before, on Thursday before the event, but it's just like, still more picking out, but that's how it went. And then, let's see what else. Sorry about my computer. And I got, on the day of the convention, I would say on a Saturday, I wore it. Went up to some cosplayers who done helmets before, and they I got good tips. They suggested I should try using the EVA foam, or I should try and use Bondo and resin, and then also try and smooth it out more to make it real smoothish. And then so I'm gonna later on get some EVA foam and then redo the helmet. I'm still gonna keep it, and it's basically like one of a good achievement that I have this is something. It was something I re-enjoyed. I couldn't believe how exciting it was on using paper mache. It's been too long since I used it, and then so I tried figuring out of everything, and then this time it's gonna go well, and then this time it's not gonna have the hinges, but if it is gonna need to be, then I'll add them. And then I'm still gonna use this part right here. No, in actuality, this is actually pantyhose that my mom does not need anymore. It's cut in half and then just spread out, and it's just there. And then what else? A lot of people liked my costume, my helmet. They also gave me some pointers and feedbacks on it, and then I gave a good thumbs up to those who said, "Oh hey, are you dressed up as a Gokai Red?" And I told them, "Yeah, I am," and I gave them a thumbs up as well. And then they would ask me for a photo, and then there was a couple of little kids, they would say, "Oh hey, Power Ranger," and I just turned and I gave them a thumbs up. Basically, Gokai Red and the Power Rangers are basically like the same thing, with the exception that Power Rangers basically reused footage from the Super Sentai, but basically the costumes and the helmet and the logo, their weapons, tools, and Megazords are in both shows that everybody grows up and enjoys. This, for Gokai Red, he was seen in Gokai Red, and his costume was seen in Power Rangers Super Mega Force. That's what it is. And so, what else? Overall, I liked my project. I liked my helmet the way it was. And if any of y'all have some want to get let me rephrase that. If any of y'all wanna give me some pointers or feedbacks as to what else I could have done or how this helmet could have improved, by all means, you are free to do so. And then what else? I would say that was about it, basically. And then, besides the whole difficulties, I had a lot of fun making this helmet. It's just something I liked. And then well, then let me talk about after RoundCon. After the event, after the cosplay contest and walking around, people liking it, my costume, and after the events of RoundCon, I have enjoyed dressing up. And it's now become that cosplaying is something I would like to do later on as an interest, a hobby that I want to do. What's the next cosplay for next year's RoundCon? Don't want to say anything yet. It's too early to decide. I think by January is when I'll decide. And this time I want to go dress up as 2 or 3 characters for RoundCon, since it's a 3-day event. And then so that's about it right now. And another thing though, I made the suit. I couldn't figure out what fabric it was they had for the collar, so I just used regular fabric and it just went downward. It still went perfect for that one. And then I could not find the Gokai pistol which is basically Super Mega Force pistol. I couldn't find that anymore in stores. I had to check online. But then I'm thinking of just 2 modding things. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting the Super Mega Force pistol, and then just adding some clayish that I use for my helmet, and just make the barrel longer and the handle longer. Forgive me here. And then sorry about that. The handle longer, then add the little, I don't know what y'all call it, but it's like this area where you could just insert your finger, just push the trigger, and then spray paint to give it more show, accurate colors, and then that's about it for that one on the pistol. As for the sword, that's still popular on the market, so what I did was I bought the sword and I attached cardboard to its blade. I'll figure out just how am I going to try and make it extend. After doing so, this one's just a weak thing. I just had to get it done quickly, so I just added tape and then just sprayed it with metallic grayish color. And then I used one of the ranger keys and just used it for the cosplaying on it for the event. And overall, that's all my review. That's about it. Like I said, if you have any other pointers I could use or any tips, that would be great. And feel free to leave comments, and then we'll be seeing y'all next Friday for another video. I haven't decided on what will be next, but you'll see on that day comes. Signing off.